Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing through Cthulhu Death May Die, specifically episode 1 out of the season 3 Fear of the Unknown box. I have played through with my friends through all of season 3. However, over the weekend I picked up Ithaqua the Windwalker, which is one of the standalone elder ones you can pick up, and my friends and I really enjoyed playing him. Want to try him out some more, playing true solo. And so I figure I definitely want to get some gameplay up for this after the back of my last video. Big thanks to everyone who checked out that last video. Did not expect such a warm reception as always, but I know this game has a pretty solid community, so hopefully you enjoy this playthrough. If you don't know anything about this game, and this is your first video on my channel you're coming across for this game, definitely check out my last video. I go over sort of the general gameplay, sort of what it's all about. It's not really a how to play, and this is not going to be a how to play either. There's plenty of guides out there if you are interested in learning how to play yourself. We're just going to dive right in. I'll talk about sort of the setup and stuff like that, and as I'm playing and as I'm going along. However, when it comes to like the actual main mechanics, I'll just talk about them briefly as I do them for the first few times, just so you're familiar with them if you haven't seen this game before. But otherwise, we're just going to play through it like I would play through it by myself. Effectively, this has become one of my favorite solo games as well. It's just super quick to set up. Not much cognitive load to worry about, so I can really just sort of enjoy the game as it is, and it doesn't take too long to play either. Alrighty, so like I said, we are playing through episode 1. That means we are playing through Top of the Mourning, is what the episode is called. Mourning as in Mourning. So I'll read the flavor text, and then we'll get set up. Set up for my investigators. I've already set up the episode. Kilkenny was the site of one of the first witch trials in Western history, and one of the few to find actual witches. Now, though, cultists are using ancient energies to power their rituals. As a side effect, the spirits of the old witches have risen. Petronilla de Meath, unjustly accused, and the witch Alice Kittler, who got her condemned, are battling through their ancient feud anew. Only proving Petronilla's innocence will finally lay her spirit to rest, taking Alice along with her. And hopefully you can see everything fine on the game board. You can notice this big camera stand in my way. I'm going to have to work around it, but I needed it on this side of the table. Normally it's on the other side of the table, but I just don't have the proper lens or camera to get a better wide field of view. This is the most I can fit, so hopefully you can see everything. Hopefully it looks all right. Definitely want to try to get a better lens or better setup, but camera equipment, to no surprise, is very expensive, especially the lenses. So hopefully it still looks good otherwise. In terms of the investigators we are playing with today, we are playing with Ithaqua and Bruno. I have actually never played with Bruno before, but Ithaqua has become one of my favorite investigators to play. Arcane Mastery is probably the best, or if not one of the top 2 best abilities in the game, in my opinion, in terms of common abilities. Just the ability to change the star or the elder sign symbol on the dice, on the green dice and the black dice, turn these into successes, just increases your chances of success like so much overall. It's just such a good ability. Plus she has swiftness. Her unique ability is Arcane Student, so after any roll, meaning when you attack yourself with the monsters, that also counts for this. If you rolled at least 1 elder sign, the star, you get to add a knowledge token to the sheet, and you can discard these to reroll 1 dice. And as she levels that ability up, she can do things like discard them to investigate through the discovery deck, or maybe even discard enough to level up one of her abilities without having to go insane. And then we have Arcane Mastery. Like I mentioned, we get to turn stars or elder signs into successes, being able to upgrade that further into healing stress off that, and then being able to count elder signs as double successes. And then we have Swiftness, where we can run an additional space. Normally you can only run 3 spaces. Now we can run 4. Probably another top ability in the game. Next level up is you get a free run action each turn, which is just huge. And then you can even upgrade to as far as even just getting an extra action period on your turn. Bruno, we are playing with. I've never played him before, but I feel like in a two investigator game solo, I think he's going to be pretty decent, because he has Vicious, which is his unique ability. When attacking, if there are no other investigators in your space, you have 1 free reroll, and you can further upgrade that to get extra green dice on your roll, extra free rerolls additionally to that. We have Brawling, so we automatically gain an extra green dice when targeting targets in our space, and then we can upgrade that to split wounds amongst targets in our space, and just doing more AoE damage that way. And then last but not least, we have stealth, which when we run, we may sneak once, which means one enemy doesn't follow you. Because normally when you move through enemy spaces, they follow you. Sneak lets us bypass that. We can upgrade that further to deal wounds to enemies that we sneak past, or just do more sneaks in our turn. So I feel like he's going to be really, really good. I feel like this is a pretty good combination of 2 investigators to go. And then with Ithaqua, Ithaqqua's mechanic is all about the Blizzard token. So in the top left by the red gate over there, you can see the Blizzard token. It's on its light side currently. Once we actually disrupt the ritual and get to stage 2, that'll flip over and it'll become a lot more difficult to navigate around. But effectively, that's going to move around the board as Ithaqua advances. The Mythos deck is going to spawn enemies on it. It's going to do all sorts of bad things are related to that token. Essentially, if we are in that space, we cannot use stress to re-roll. Additionally, if the token moves into our space, or if we move into its space, the investigator loses 2 stress or gains 2 stress, making it much harder for us to do things like get discovery cards and reroll our dice, which is very, very important. The last setup thing we need to do is we do need to choose a trauma card or a psychosis card, as well as a relics. I do love playing with the relics. It's probably one of my friends and mine's favorite mechanics in the game out of the Season 3 box. So let us grab just 2 random cards. We'll grab one for Ithaqua here, and then let's grab the bottom one for Bruno, and hopefully those are decent. So Ithaqa's is going to be Megalomania. So whenever we get to the red markers on our insanity track, we have to trigger these cards, but we also get to level up our abilities. If there's no other investigator alive that has reached more insanity symbols than you, heal all of your stress, otherwise take 2 stress. So that's actually not too bad. It just means that we really want to make sure we're going insane pretty quickly with Ithaqua, and hopefully just beating out Bruno with that. And I don't mind leveling quickly. Obviously, the biggest thing is we don't want to get too insane, because if we get to the end of our insanity track, we die or we go insane. And if one of our investigators goes insane or dies before we disrupt the ritual, then we just lose. After we disrupt the ritual and we're fighting Ithaqua on the board, then we can die, but otherwise we cannot. And then for Bruno, we have Uncontrollable Fear. That sounds bad. While you have the Frightened token, you cannot run. Discard it when you rest or when you draw the Mythos card for your turn. And when we get to the insanity symbols, if there are any enemies in your space, gain the Frightened token and move to the nearest space with no enemies, but enemies do not follow. Could be good, could be really bad. It's unfortunate we are not playing a ranged character, so that means we unfortunately do want to be in the same space as enemies, but hopefully we just end up killing them, and then we don't have to worry about that. So that is the plan there. Let's get a relic for each character as well, so we can I'm going to put these under the table. We're going to draw 2 random ones, and the nice thing about relics is you don't have to draw one for one character specifically. You just draw equal to the amount of investigators. So we'll just randomly grab one from the pile. So we got the lucky coin, and let's grab another random one. And then we can distribute them as we see fit. All right, so we got lucky coin and mysterious key. I know they're both pretty decent. Mysterious key, a little bit more situational, but still excellent nonetheless. So lucky coin, these essentially give us extra abilities, and you'll notice that there are 3 insanity markers. Essentially, when we get to our 3rd insanity marker on our character card, we get to flip it over and it becomes an upgraded version of whatever its initial ability is. So we have lucky coin, we have 1 free reroll per turn. It upgrades to 1 free reroll per roll. Pretty straightforward, not amazing, not super powerful, but free rerolls means less stress, and if we're going to be using the Blizzard token, it's likely that we're not going to have a lot of stress to use for rerolls anyways. So it's nice. That might be great for Bruno, because Ithaqua technically already has a way to do free rerolls. We also have the mysterious key. So you gain an extra green dice for your rolls if you are in a space with a gate. There's the orange gate here, blue gate over here, and the red gates in the top left there. And when you run, you may move between spaces with gates as if they were adjacent. Enemies do follow you, however. So it allows us to hop between the gates. Very, very good. Not super necessary in this mission, from what I remember, but it's still really, really nice nonetheless. And if we are on those spaces, we get extra dice at least. Once we upgrade it, it upgrades to the silver key. It means we gain extra green dice when we are within 2 spaces of a gate, which is much better. And the other thing is just still lets us run through gates. So not extremely powerful abilities. I mean, Mysterious Key is really, really good, but it's very episode dependent. I don't think this one's as necessary to have it, but who knows? It might come in clutch. So I think we're going to give the Mysterious Key to Ithaqua, because again, she does already have a way to do free rerolls, and we'll give the Lucky Coin to Bruno. So we'll put those on their character sheets there. Now, in terms of the mission and how we disrupt the ritual, so to disrupt the ritual, we need to have all 4 Juror tokens in the town square, which is this space right here, with their innocent side face up. You can see these red tokens here. There's one by the orange gate, one in the pub, and then one by the ghast there in the top left. The innocent side is the blue side, and they're all currently on their guilty side. So we need all of them to be on their innocent side in the town square. To flip them over to their innocent side, we need to use one of the episode actions, which is convince a juror. Choose a juror in your space and make a roll. We get to add a success for each evidence we have, item or companion, and those are found in our discovery deck, which we get to draw at the end of our turn if we are in a safe space, meaning no enemies in that space. On 4 or more successes, the juror is convinced, and we get to turn this token over to its innocent side. The other episode action we can take is gather jurors, so we get to move a juror in our space up to 2 spaces away. Now, we do have 3 actions per turn, and these do cost 1 of our actions. Alrighty, I think we are ready to go. So I think we can choose one of our characters to start, and then we'll just flip-flop between those from here on out. I think we just want to be as efficient as possible. I think the main thing is to get that juror out of that corner before that Blizzard token starts moving. When we do advance Ithaqua on the track, and to advance Ithaqua on the track, I mean, there's our symbols on the Mythos cards that look like this. Effectively, if there are 3 of those cards in the discard pile at the end of one of our turns, Ithaqua will advance on the track, and the Blizzard token will move. He'll spawn his minions, which are Shantax, which are very, very bad. And then, of course, other bad stuff will happen, of course. As Ithaqua moves along the track, once he reaches the red space, he's going to be prematurely spawned in the map. If we have not disrupted the ritual before then, essentially it means he's going to chase us around, damage us, attack us, but we cannot damage him until we actually disrupt the ritual. There is going to be a little tracker that keeps going, though, even if he's on the board. If it does reach this end space, we instantly lose. So yeah. It's not, it wouldn't be a Cthulhu Mythos game if there wasn't more than one way to lose. Or instantly lose. I think we are going to start with Bruno. Sort of sad Bruno doesn't have toughness. Because what we could do is we get Bruno sneak past this first enemy. And well, actually, no, he could go, sneak past this first enemy, go 1, 2, 3. Oh, he does not have swiftness, though. Okay, so you can only move 3 spaces when you run. That would only reach over there. So I think we'll have Ithaqua go 1, 2, 3, 4, because she can run 4 spaces. Get to this space. She's going to pull a bunch of enemies with her. So that might actually not be ideal either. I think we'll send Bruno over there then. Like the alternative. Yeah. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do Bruno. So Bruno is going to go 1, 2, 3. These enemies will follow him, and then he'll use a second action to attack the ghast. Hopefully kill it. The ghast's ability reads, if attacked but not destroyed, the attacker takes 1 wound. So essentially, if we don't one-shot the ghast, we take a wound. He does have 3 health, but we have brawlings, and since the enemy's in our space, we get to add an extra green dice. And we have an extra free reroll with Vicious, since there's no other investigators in our space, and we also have a free reroll from Lucky Coin, so we have really, really good access to rerolls here. So we only need 3 exclamation marks on the dice. That's going to be, wow, it's a perfect roll. 4 successes. I actually sort of wish I had a little bit of insanity, which I think I actually might do. We have free rerolls. I'm going to use one of my free rerolls to reroll out of this black dice to try and get a tentacle. Nope. We'll just reroll again with our other free reroll from Lucky Coin. Okay, back into a success. All right, well, it didn't really matter. I mean, at least we killed him. That's the most important part. And then we're going to use our last action to attack the other enemy, the cultists. The cultists, they just have 2 health, nothing special about them, but they have other Mythos cards and stuff that can relate to them. So we get the same extra green dice. And there's 3 successes and then a tentacle as well. So we got a little bit of insanity, which is good, because you do want to gain some insanity in this game. You just don't want to gain too much too quickly. Because, it does trigger your trauma cards, but it also just gets you closer to dying, potentially. And you want to make sure you time it right, so you're properly leveled by the time the Elder One summons on the board, so you can punch him, but not go too insane. But that does kill the cultist. That is going to be all of our actions, though, so that's going to end our turn. So we get to the end of our turn. So we go to the Mythos phase. We draw a Mythos card. Each juror in the same space as a cultist is turned to their guilty side. That's perfectly fine. We haven't flipped any over to its innocent side yet. If this one was on its innocent side, it would flip over, but we're good there. It's effectively a blank card, which is great, because there's no symbol on it either. So we can set that aside. And then because we are not in a space with an enemy, we have to investigate or fight, so we are safe, so we get to draw a discovery card. We got Book of Spells. This is a really, really good item, and it is evidence. In the top right there, it says evidence. So we can take a stress to claim the Book of Spells. If we do not, we claim the hexed condition, which is bad. So the hexed condition just means whenever you gather jurors or try and convince a juror, we effectively take an extra stress, or we take a stress before the action. So we will take a stress, though, with Bruno to claim the right side, which is the Book of Spells. We get another free reroll per turn, but if we have Arcane Mastery, we get 1 free reroll per roll instead, which Ithaqua does have Arcane Mastery, and you can trade items in this game if you're in the same space, so it'll be good to try to trade that and give that to Ithaqua. But extra free rerolls is always good on Bruno's too. All right, that does it for Bruno's turn. So we're gonna have Ithaqua go. So with Ithaqua, Ithaqua could now go 1, 2, 3, 4, kill the Ghast hopefully, and then use her last action to move the Juror. That might not be the worst idea. I am worried about the Unnamed, though, because he does start on the board. He's a super scary enemy. There's only one of them in the pool, but he has 6 health, and he rolls 3 black dice and a green dice when he attacks us, if we're in the same space as him, and he cannot be wounded while there's another monster or cultist in the same space. So it is a little bit risky, but I think I do just need to make sure to get that Juror token out of the way as quick as possible. We have pretty strong characters in terms of combat, so I don't think I should be too worried about him right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. With our swiftness, we'll attack with our next action. Unfortunately, we are not on a space with a gate, so we just have our 3 black dice, but we just need 3 hits. We can use, with Arcane Mastery, we can count one of the Elder Signs as a success. Ooh, that is only 1 success, 2 tentacles. I'm going to spend a stress to re-roll this one. There's a hit. Then we'll take another stress to re-roll the other one. We just need 1 more. Oh, it's a tentacle. That's really bad. I can take another stress, but then it's likely that I won't have enough stress to claim an item, so I might have to rest at the end of my turn, which is, we did draw a blank here, so I'm okay doing that. But we'll spend another stress to reroll. I already moved the thing there. It's a tentacle. I'm gonna spend my last stress. We need an exclamation mark. Okay, that's a star, but Elder Sign, we can turn that into a success thanks to Arcane Mastery. Again, best ability in the game. So that's 3 successes. We do have 1 insanity, so we get a little bit insane, but we do kill the Ghast. Now I am going to use my last action to rest, so we can heal up to 3 combination of wounds or stress. 1, 2, 3. We'll heal our stress. And that is going to be it for our turn. So we'll draw our Mythos card for the turn. Another non-symbol card. Wow, there's more cards with symbols on them than there are not in the deck. So it's not common to get streaks of no symbols. Each cultist and Shantak moves 1 space towards you. There's no Shantaks on the board, but each cultist moves 1 space towards us. Each investigator within 1 space of the blizzard token loses 1 stress and loses 1 sanity. We are within 1 space of the blizzard. We lose another sanity and we lose another stress, but we do have 2 left over. That's going to be plenty to get an item if it requires it, though. We are in a safe space at the end of our turn, so we get to investigate. We get the bartender. It is a companion. It's not evidence, unfortunately, but that's okay. At the end of our turn, so we just claim the bartender. We don't even have to take on stress or wounds to claim him. At the end of our turn, if we are in the pub, which is over here, we get to shift this card and turn it into the shillelagh side, which is really, really strong. It lets us run an additional space, and when we attack a target in our space, we get 2 extra green dice. Excellent card. So we'll want to make our way over to the pub as soon as possible. All right, we're doing pretty well so far. The fact that we haven't drawn any symbols yet is very, very good in the early game. We want to avoid that as much as possible. Well, I mean, Bruno might as well just kill a couple of cultists. I think what we might do, because we know Ithaqua is going to be heading over to the pub, I think we'll just go have Bruno back her up and go 1, 2. We'll pull these 2 cultists with us. 2 attacks, kill 2 cultists, and then we'll end our turn there. That means Ithaqua can come on her turn. So she'll have to move a juror, move in here, and then we can actually trade for the Book of Spells, which is really, really useful for us. So yeah, we'll spend 1 action to move. Go here. We'll pull these 2 in with us. And then second action, we'll attack one of those. Again, we got Brawling, so we get an extra dice. And we have Book of Spells, which is a free reroll. We have Vicious, which is a free reroll. And we have Lucky Coin, which is a free reroll, which is insane. All right, one of the cultists, a perfect roll, is dead. We only need 2 for that. And let's do our other one. Well, actually, yeah, let's try and get a little bit insane again. Because I want to make sure... I don't want to go too insane because I want to make sure when I trigger my trauma card, there's no enemies in our space because I don't want the frightened token. But we'll use our vicious free reroll because the lucky coin in the Book of Spells is only once per turn. Because we only need 2 successes to kill the cultist. So okay, perfect. We got a tentacle. That's what I wanted. So we'll go a little bit insane, and we'll use our last action to kill that other cultist. 2 hits or 3 hits actually because there are dual symbol dice, so we do get a tentacle, and that's going to be another dead cultist. We are off to a good start, but hopefully I did not jinx myself by saying that. Now that's our turn, so we draw Mythos for the turn. Wow, and we missed another symbol. Uh-oh, that's really bad, though. Move the blizzard 2 spaces towards you. If Ithaqua was on the board, keep moving the token until it reaches your space. That's really bad to get early on. I mean, luckily, the fact we dodged 3 symbols in a row is, like... I think there's 16 cards in the Mythos deck, and I think 11 of them have symbols on them. So that, or there's 18, and then there's 11 symbols. So there is always more cards with symbols than there isn't. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that because it's moving through Anika's space, she does gain 2 stress, and that's really bad. That does mean that she's gonna have to move through it again. I mean, she's already maxed out on stress, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It just means that we would have to spend a action to rest, which means I won't be able to trade this turn. I guess that's okay. So we'll spend an action with Ithaqua. We'll move the juror. We'll gather jurors. So we'll move the juror over here. We'll spend another action to move, and then we'll spend our last action to rest. I'd rather have that because we're already going to flip over to Shillelagh, so we're going to be gaining something really strong. And you want to make sure you have stress available to take on the discovery cards, especially when you only have 2 investigators, because you want to maximize the amount of items you need. Because especially we do need evidence to have any chance of convincing a juror. One thing to note as well, when Ithaqua advances, we have to move these jurors away from the town square. Any that are guilty. Now, luckily, we aren't anywhere near advancing him, so we're pretty safe there. We are in a safe space now. Oh wait, sorry, we got to draw a Mythos card for Ithaqua. All right, so there is a symbol. Finally, the furthest Shantak moves 2 spaces towards you. There is none, but we do summon a Shantak on red. But we are in a safe space now, so we get to discover Ghost of the Second Husband. So this is evidence. He's a companion evidence. With 1 health, we can use him as sort of meat shields if we want to, even though he's a ghost, which is funny. Adam the Smith, a huge man of fearsome strength, brought low through sorcery. So we can take on 2 stress to claim the husband. If we do not, we claim the hex condition. So we will take 2 stress to claim him. So jurors cannot leave your space unless you allow it. So it's very, very good when, if we have a lot of tokens in the same spot, and they're still on their guilty side, we can have Ithaqua parked there, which means we don't have to worry about them moving once Ithaqua advances. So it's very good. And plus we ended our turn in the pub, so we get to take the Shillelagh side of the card. So now we have 2 extra green dice when attacking a target in our space, and we can move an additional space, which stacks with our swiftness, which means we get to move 5. So that's really, really good. So now both of us get extra green dice when attacking. So we're both really, really in a strong strat. I moved this marker. I think I just got one insanity with Ithaqua. Oh, I also did roll a star. So I actually an elder sign with Ithaqua. So I should have got a knowledge token. I'm probably gonna forget that at some point. All right. Well, we're doing good so far. So Bruno can convince Juror, go 1, 2, move, convince Juror again. Probably the best. Yeah, because again, it shouldn't advance this turn. So we just want to get these as close to the town square as possible and then flip them over. Like, the alternative is we can trade and give Ithaqua the Book of Spells, which does mean that Ithaqua can have 2 evidence, which means she has a good chance of convincing the Juror. So that's not a bad idea. And then we only need to get 2 successes on 3 black dice, because the evidence counts as 1 automatic success for convincing a Juror. Yeah, the Book of Spells is just too good. I mean, I could trade and give the Shillelagh to Bruno, make him super, super strong, and he can just focus on killing stuff. That's not the worst idea either, but he already gets an extra green dice, and I'd rather have both of my characters have a good chance of killing stuff. So I think, yeah, we'll spend an action to trade. So we'll give Ithaqua the Book of Spells. And plus she has Arcane Mastery, so now she has a free reroll per roll, which is very, very good. Second action, I think we will move. Third action, we'll gather jurors and move this juror 1, 2 into the town square. I think that's all right. Well, actually... It's a little bit tough because on Ithaqa's turn, because it's likely that Bruno draws a symbol here, and then on Ithaqa's turn, at the end of her turn, it's probably going to advance, which means this will end up moving 1 space away, and this one's going to move over here. If Ithaqua moves that here, it's just going to bounce back to there. But again, we just got to keep it away from the blizzard as long as possible. Oh man, I really want to trade and give Ithaqua the Book of Spells right now, though. I guess as long as Ithaqua can convince the jurors, what we can have Ithaqua do on her turn, depending on what happens at the end of Bruno's turn, is Bruno can instead move this one here, this one here, and then Ithaqa's turn could just be move here, convince, and then even if the Ithaqua advances, the innocent side jurors do not move back. They do not move away from the town square. So maybe that's better. So we'll still trade. Oh no, but then we won't be able to move. Oh man, this is awkward. Okay, sorry for the cut and the change of state. I was not paying attention for, I need to set a timer on my watch. My camera only has a 30-minute recording. So it's really annoying because unless I remember, I'll set a reminder on my watch. Unless I remember, it just shuts off recording and only can record 30 minutes at a time. The only thing you missed is I ended up moving the juror with Bruno, trading the Book of Spells to Ithaqua, and then resting to maximize stress. End of his turn, he actually was able to gain the Ritual Knife by taking a wound, and the Ritual Knife lets him count tentacles as successes now, but they still count as tentacles. Very, very good. We also had the Unnameable move over to this space and spawn a Ghast in blue. So it wasn't the most exciting turn, but it's okay. You didn't miss too much. It's Ithaqa's turn currently, just deciding on what to do with her now. Because it's very likely at the end of her turn, Ithaqua advances and then things go bad. I don't want to get punched by the Unnameable. I think I might have to leave Bruno to move these investigators around and just have Ithaqua kill this thing. Because this thing's super, super scary. Because she can move here, move this Juror here, and then move into here and just stay there, but then having the unnameable punch us doesn't seem great. But I guess it's not the worst. Like, I won't die from it, and because we're in this space, we have Adam the second husband, so even if Ithaqua advances, the Jurors won't move from our space. So that is good. It's just scary because if we get a Mythos card which pulls this cultist and this cultist into this space, and all three of them attack us, it's a good chance Ithaqua dies. Which is bad. Which is bad to say the least. So yeah, I think we have to play a little bit safer and just try and get rid of the unnameable. So we're gonna move here 1, 2. Ithaqua will second action attack the unnameable. He has 6 health, pretty beefy, but we have 3 black dice. We have the shillelagh, so we get to add 2 additional green dice, and we do have a free reroll per roll thanks to the Book of Spells, and we have a knowledge token if we need it, because we don't have a lot of stress to utilize, unfortunately. So it's possible with the Arcane Mastery, because they're on the green dice, there's a dual symbol with a star and an exclamation mark, that we could get a double, and we could potentially one-shot him here. Oh, so close. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. I mean, I might as well use the free reroll. That's into blank. I think I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to rest anyways. I'm gonna have to use the second action to attack this thing again. So, I guess we'll use our stress. Well, actually, no. I might as well not use my stress because I have to attack it again anyways. We got 4 successes and 1 insanity. Our last action will be attack again. No stars there, though, sad. Well, we only got 2 successes, but that's just enough because we did 4 last time, so that kills him. We'll use our free reroll on this green dice to try and get a star. Actually, yeah, because we want to try and get knowledge tokens. All right, there's a star. Doesn't need it, but we get another knowledge token this way. Cool. All right, that's gonna be our turn. So let us see what happens, and maybe we get lucky with our discovery card. Like maybe it only requires 1 stress to take on. Oh wow, that actually dodged. That dodged another symbol. Lord of the Winds. If you are currently within 1 space of the Blizzard token, we are not. Luckily, we are 2 spaces away. At the end of the turn, advance Ithaqua on the track as if there were 3 symbols on there. Oh boy. Wow, okay. We've been so lucky with the cards that we've drawn. So that means it's a safe space, so we get to discover. Oh, but unfortunately, Ghost of the First Husband requires 2 stress to claim. We cannot because we only have 1 stress available, which means we have to claim the Hex condition, which is really bad because we would have had a free Gather Jurors action each turn. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna have Bruno go here, advance the Juror here. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can put him there because it's 2 spaces. Even if he advances, we'll just push him back into Ithaqa's space. So move there, move. Well, not much else we can do, huh? I guess we could rest to heal back our wound, but I also don't want the Blizzard token to move into our space, so we'll just move here and join Ithaqua for our last action. Pretty boring turn, but it is what it is. All right, maybe we get lucky? No. All right, this is our 3rd symbol. The investigator with the most evidence must take the Hex condition side of one of them. If tied, choose one. That is one of the worst cards in this mission. Well, that's going to be Ithaqua. So we're going to lose another evidence. I can't afford to lose Adam, otherwise this token's going to move over here and be with the Blizzard token, which I don't want. I'm gonna have to get rid of the Book of Spells, I think. It's really unfortunate, but oh, I hate that card so much. So now I have 2 hex conditions. That's so bad. Well, it is a safe space for Bruno, though. We got the Woman in White. Can take 2 stress to claim the Woman in White. While you have her gain a level in Arcane Mastery, this companion cannot be given wounds. Not evidence, but still an extremely strong card. Will gain 2 stress to claim that. So having 2 characters with Arcane Mastery is very, very good. Let's grab that for Bruno. At the end of our turn, we do have to shuffle all these back into the deck, and we have to advance Ithaqua. Not the greatest. Man, Alice Kittler card is so brutal. It also sucks that we haven't actually leveled up yet either. We've been rolling a drastically low amount of tentacles for the amount of dice we've been rolling. So a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, so when we advance Ithaqua, we'll advance him on the track. Each Shantak and the Blizzard token moves 1 space. And then we spawn a Shantak at the furthest gate, which is going to be red. And then we also have to move each Juror with the guilty side face up, 1 space away from the town square if possible. This one's in our space, and we have Adam, which means this one does not move, but this one will move. We'll just move him back here, and this one's going to move further back this way. Okay. Could be worse. It's not. It turned real quick. That's usually how these games go. It looks really, really good, and then all of a sudden, it's very, very much not good. I think we're gonna have a pretty boring turn with Anika. I think she's just gonna rest. Well, actually, I think we're just gonna roll and try and convince these Jurors. Might as well do it while I'm already almost maxed out on stress. Because we have Hex now, so whenever we convince a Juror, or gather Jurors, or convince a Juror before resolving the action, take 1 stress. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, we do not have the Ghost that lets us flip all tokens in our space. So this will be for the first one. We only get 3 green dice, but we do have 1 evidence. So if we can get 3 successes on these dice, we can flip one of them. Is that better? Yeah, like she needs to stay in the spaces with guilty ones because they don't move. Ooh, okay, so that is 1 success from Arcane Mastery, 2 successes. We'll use one of our knowledge tokens because we're going to be getting one back anyways. That's a tentacle. We'll use another one. We just have to try and get this, I think. There's our 3rd success. Perfect. So one of these does flip over because it's 3 successes. We need 4 or more, but we have an evidence as well, which counts as an automatic one. Okay, so that flips over one of them. I guess I might as well try the other one. Maybe we get super lucky. We also would have gotten one of those knowledge tokens back. We can't take on any more stress, but it doesn't matter. It's not like we require stress to do the action. It's just we would take a stress if we had any available. All right, come on, lucky. Wow, 3 successes. We got super lucky. No star, but that's okay. I'll take it. So then our last action, I'm just going to heal 1, 2, 3, heal my stress, because again, we want to make sure we have stress available. So those ones are good. So even if we aren't in that space now, when Ithaqua advances, those Jurors will not move. So Mythos card for the turn. If there is any Juror token in the town square, place one of them in the pub. Wow, it's actually sort of nice that we moved that, or this guy moved. Sweet. Yeah, because that would have meant this one would jump back over here. And it's no symbol, so we dodged. So it's a safe space, so we get to discover. Ghost of the Third Husband. When you convince a Juror, if you have another evidence item or companion, you have 2 free rerolls. You can take 2 stress to claim the husband, which we will, because we also do not want more hex conditions. I'm just going to slot that in like that. Cool. So far, so good on all that stuff. Oh, there's a bug here. Like a beetle or something flying around. Get out of here. There's like a maple bug. Maple bugs around my area are awful. Alright, let's drink some water and let's have Bruno kick some ass. So we don't know about those Jurors as much anymore. Blizzard token is moving in pretty quickly, though. So I think we go here. 1, 2. Drag this cultist with us. We'll attack the cultist. We get... we have Arcane Mastery, and the Ritual Knives of Tentacles are successes, and we got Brawling, and we got a bunch of rerolls. That is going to be 4 successes with a Tentacle. We'll go... Ooh, that's not great. I don't want him to go more insane before Ithaqua. We wouldn't gain the uncontrollable fear because there wouldn't be any enemies by the time we do that because we're going to kill the only enemy there. Yeah, I don't... Oh, man. Being able to level, though, is so important. If there's no other investigator alive that has reached more... Okay, it's only more insanity than you. So that's actually fine if they're on equal spaces. So that's actually okay. So we'll keep that tentacle. We will kill the cultist. We'll reach our first insanity marker. Our uncontrollable fear will trigger. But because we don't have any enemies in our space, we don't need to worry about gaining the frightened token and moving away. But it also does mean we get to level a ability. I think I want to level up Vicious, because I think we're going to start needing a lot more combat-oriented stuff. We don't have a lot of enemies, so I don't really need the extra level in Brawling just yet, which would let me split my wounds amongst targets. Obviously, I might jinx myself there, but still, I think it's okay to do this. We have one more action left. I will use my last action to move this Juror over here, I think. It's either that or I rest. I think I'm doing all right for now. I think I'd rather just get those Jurors moving. So we'll do that. We'll draw our Mythos card for the turn. It's the Alice Kidler one again. That's so bad. The investigator with the most evidence, item, or companion must take the hex condition side of one of them. That's so bad. That is going to be Ithaqua again. I would rather get rid of the third husband because I want the ability to keep guilty Jurors in my space and not have him move around. Oh, that's so awful. Getting that such early on. My shuffling skills are amazing. Well, it is a safe space, so he does get to discover. We have the flask. You can just claim it. Essentially, we can discard the flask to heal all of our stress, and then at the end of our turn, if we are in the pub, we can get that back effectively. It's not evidence, but that's okay. It's something. All right, Ithaqua. Well, you lost an evidence. That's, again, even harder to do what you want to do. Now, there's a card that if a Juror is in a space with a cultist, it flips back over to its guilty side. So I think I want to maybe leave those for Bruno. Well, we shouldn't... Well, I'm also worried about the card that if we're within one space of the Blizzard token, we have to advance Ithaqua. That does worry me a little bit. But I do need to rest. I also need to get a little bit insane. I think we have to try to convince this Juror. Let's do that first and see what happens. Again, we're only rolling 3 black. We need 3 successes again because we lost an evidence. Of course. Because we need to start going more insane. Okay, that's 2 successes with a tentacle. We will spend a stress to re-roll. Actually, no, we would have gotten a stress automatically from the hex condition, so we'll use the token to re-roll. Oh, it's a blank. And again, we don't have the other husband, so we don't have our free re-rolls. I think I might just try again. While I'm maxed on stress, might as well. Nope. 2 tentacles. Oh, I would have gotten... I think that was 1. Yeah, because I re-rolled out of 1, I think. Well, this would let me level up, I guess. Oh, Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, I think I just might have to stay there and rest. I mean, at least we know Alice Kittler's out of the deck, so I can try and discover some more items. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Again, we have 2 stress, or 2 insanity, but whenever you are near one of the markers, you can't get excess insanity from that source. So we'll just get 1 rather than 2, and we'll stop there. We'll trigger our trauma card, but there's no other investigator alive that has more insanity than you. We're equal. So we get to heal all of our stress. Oh, that's good. Totally forgot about that. And then we get to also level. I'm going to level my arcane... Oh, actually, I think with 2 players here, I think I'm going to level up first level of swiftness. As much as I like the second level arcane mastery, where we get to count all of our stars and elder signs as successes, swiftness lets us get a free run action each turn, which is... The action economy for that is just so much more important, I think, at this point. Which means I can move. And I think I am going to use my free action that I just gained to move. And I'm going to move here. Reason being is there are cards that can hurt you if you're in a space with a Juror. And if we do happen to weirdly advance or get that card that advances us, or advances Ithaqua if we're within 1 space of the Blizzard token, I also don't want that to happen. We have a free move action, so we can always hop back over for free and start moving stuff around. All right, let's draw our card. That is a symbol. That is Ghast. Move the nearest Ghast 2 spaces towards you. Then move 1 Juror in its space 1 space away from the town square. There's none there, luckily. And then we summon Ghast at red. Oh, this area is getting very, very scary. But we are in a safe space, so we get to discover. Ghost of the 4th husband. You may take 2 stress to claim the husband. Drawn. When you convince a juror, if you succeed, you turn over each juror in your space to its innocent side. A little bit too late there, John, but we will take the 2 stress because we don't want more hex conditions, and it is an evidence, so it is going to make it easier, hopefully, unless Alice Kittler is going to be annoying me for that. All right, Bruno. So Bruno's turn. Likely Blizzard token's going to move because it's likely he triggers the advancement. Oof. That means this token's going to move, so I think we have to try and... Yeah, we have to try and flip that over, I think. We do have 1 evidence with Bruno, so that is possible. And we do have Arcane Mastery, which makes it a little bit easier. Don't have our extra green dice yet, though. And unfortunately, the Ritual Knife, it only counts tentacles on successes for attacking. I think we still do it, though. 1, 2... We'll try and flip it. Yeah, we need 3 successes with this. Is there a better option? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. I mean, it was risky moving or not moving with Anika. I mean, leaving Anika there would have been good because we can not have to worry about the Juror token moving. So that is possible. Like, I could actually move here, trade for Adam, the second husband, and then just move in here again. But that's okay. I think we'll just go for this. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. We do have a free reroll from Lucky Coin. Alright, that's 2 successes. We do get a free reroll from Lucky Coin. That's a 3rd success. That's going to be 4 successes with the Ritual Knife because it's evidence, so we get to flip this over. Perfect. And then I think for my last action, I'm just gonna rest. 1, 2, 3. Heal our wound, get our stress back because we are probably gonna. We also do get insanity as well from that 1 tentacle because this thing is gonna move into our space and we're gonna lose some stress. But it is what it is. Luckily, all of those are innocent now, so we just need to move them over, and then we need to get this guy also. There's a Shantak. The further Shantak moves 2 spaces. 1, 2. And then summon Shantak. There's only 2 in the pool, so we do not do that. That is a safe space, so we do get to investigate. Embalmed Bird. You can claim the Embalmed Bird. Don't really like this card, but it is evidence. It means we can choose to not activate our Insanity, but if we do activate our Insanity, we take the Hex condition side of the card. A little bit annoying. Because if we don't activate our Insanity, we don't have to trigger our Trauma card, but it means we also do not level, which is bad. Alrighty, so end of the turn, we have 3 symbols in the discard pile, so we will shuffle the Mythos deck back and hopefully not get Alice Kittler back into the top, but you never know, because randomness be randomness. So we'll do this, and we'll advance Ithaqua. Get in there. We have to move the juror, guilty jurors 1 space away. I don't know. I don't think this is supposed to count as 2 spaces, but I don't know. So maybe it just stays there. I feel like it should count as 2 spaces because the train could be 1 space and the other thing could be another. I mean, but there isn't a arrow in between these 2 spaces. I just remember seeing one scenario where they placed or showed you where they placed tokens, and they had everything placed like on the train car as if that was another space. I guess maybe we'll just treat it as 1. I'll look it up after. Well, actually no, maybe we'll treat it as 2. We'll make it hard mode. I'll look it up after. If I'm gonna cheat, I'd rather cheat in the direction which makes it harder. And again, we don't not move the innocent ones, which is good. So we have to move each Shantak and the Blizzard token 1 space towards. Bruno will take 2 stress for the Blizzard token moving into space, and this Shantak will move here, and this Shantak will move here. And again, we cannot spawn 1. Okay, so this is going to be rough for Ithaqua. I think it's pretty straightforward, though. Ithaqua is just going to move into this space with a free action because of swiftness, a free run action because of swiftness. And then just spend her 3 tokens moving. The alternative, as I guess, is if she can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get closer to here. Like, she has 2 evidence. I guess Bruno has 2 evidence now, too. So you can actually get here and try and convince. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. So we'll go... Oh man, I'm still worried about that card, though, that can flip a juror with a cultist in its space. Yeah, like, maybe we have Bruno just worry about this. Have him move the, like... Because Ithaqua can get over here a lot easier with her swiftness. So yeah, we'll do that. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pull this cultist in here. We'll attack the cultist. We got Shillelagh. We want to start... We need to start rolling with her more anyways to try and level. We also would have taken 2 stress moving into the Blizzard token, unfortunately. That's going to be 3 successes with a tentacle. So we'll kill this cultist. So that was just our first action because it's a free action to move. Second action, I think we will move on top of this Juror token. Get ready to move him later. I don't think I need to move him now. I think I'd rather just rest to make sure I can try and get another item. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we'll rest 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so move for free, attack, move, rest. That is going to be Ithaqa's turn. Mythos card. Prosecution. Each cultist moves 1 space towards the town square. There are none. Then summon 1 ghast at the nearest space with a juror. That is going to be on top of me, so that sucks because now I won't be able to investigate because there's an enemy in my space now. Cool. All right, well, we cannot investigate now, but the ghast will punch us. The ghasts only have 2 green. Give me a star at least, because I can get some knowledge tokens. All right, rolled 2 blanks. At least the monster doesn't hurt me. So I guess that's a benefit. All right, Bruno's turn. So yeah, Bruno's just gonna spend 3 actions to move these here. Again, pretty boring turn. But luckily he doesn't have Hex, so we don't have to take on more stress. And that's going to do it for him. So then we will draw a Mythos card. Symbol, Shantak. Oh boy, the furthest Shantak moves 2 spaces towards you. That's really bad. And then summon Shantak we cannot because they're already both in the pool or both on the board. All right, can't investigate now because now there's an enemy in our space, so we do get punched, and the Shantak hurts. The Shantak has 2 black. Actually, it's actually not too bad. The Unnameable is the scary one, but still, 2 black, 1 green, not great. We do have 1 free reroll per turn from the lucky coin, though. And the Shantak's ability is if we do take damage, the Blizzard token moves 1 space towards us. But because it's already in our space, it doesn't matter. All right, takes 2. 2 successes. We'll use our free reroll from the lucky coin. It's not in the thing, so it doesn't count. That's how my group and I always play. All right, still a damage. We aren't going to be able to investigate anyway, so I'll take a stress to reroll one of these. Okay, that's a tentacle and a success, so I'll take another stress and try and reroll out of that as well. We'll keep the tentacle, though. We'll level up a little bit. Okay, that's going to be 2, so that's actually pretty bad, because now Ithaqua going to be not happy about that with the Megalomania. So we get hit twice, and we get 2 insanity. That does... Oh, that's really, really bad. Uncontrollable fear triggers. While you have the Frightened token, you cannot run. Discard it when you rest or when you draw the Mythos card for your turn. I'll just use a wound marker to keep track of that. And we have to move to the nearest space with no enemies. Enemies do not follow. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually... I guess that's okay. So let's do that. Cool. Cool. Alright, Ithaqua. So once I get all 4 jurors here, and Ithaqua spawned in our space. And unfortunately, I'm not, like, super prepared for that. So do I hold off? It is likely we advance, which means the Blizzard token's going to move into this space. Ugh. Yeah, like, maybe I wait. I mean, we need to kill this ghast. I guess I can move the token here. It'll move back here. Actually, no, as long as I'm in the space, it won't move, right? So yeah, I mean, first things first, let's kill this ghast. I mean, that always needs to happen. 2 extra dice from Shillelagh. Alright, we only got, wow, 5 successes, but only 1 tentacle. That's okay. Actually, we will use... No, we don't have the free reroll thing anymore, because it got screwed over by old Alice Kittler. I guess... Yeah, I guess I won't use any stress. We're gonna have to spend a stress to move this token anyways. We'll get an insanity. That will kill the ghast. We'll spend our second action to move this juror. We'll free action move to here. Attack, gather. I'll also gain a stress for gathering. I could do it again, but I want to leave 2 stress available. I think we'll just hang out there and maybe like rest. Actually, maybe I'll flip it over. I have 2 evidence. Yeah, let's try to do that because I want to try to get some insanity too. Man, I need some stars though. Where are all my stars? So I only need 2 successes on this. Okay, well that counts. Arcane Mastery for 1 and second one there, and then we have 2 evidence, so 2 more successes for 4. So we get a knowledge token, which is good. We actually would have had a green dice, which doesn't really matter, but might as well roll. Hey, we got another star. Not like it matters. And we also get a tentacle, so we actually get a little bit more insanity. So that's good. And that does flip over this juror. So now when we move this juror in here, that's the moment it happens and all 4 of the jurors are in the town square, the big baddie's gonna spawn in. Okay. That's gonna do it for our turn, I think. Yeah, because attack, gather, and convince. So we'll draw Mythos for the turn. Come with the wind. Move the Blizzard token 1 space towards you. Sorry, Bruno. He's already maxed out on stress, so it doesn't really matter. I think I might have cheated there. I don't remember what I used if I rerolled dice with stress here, but I should not have been able to with the Blizzard token. Whoopsie. If I did that, I apologize. And then summon a cultist at the Blizzard space. Oh, extra sorry, Bruno. But our space is still safe, so that's good at least. There are 3 symbols in here, though, so at the end of our turn, we will advance. Human teeth. You may take 1 stress to claim the human teeth. You are not affected by the hex condition. That would have been nice a lot earlier. Might as well take a stress to claim it, because we have a lot of hex conditions. Alright, that's going to be our turn for Ithaqua. So we will do all the shuffling of the deck. We're doing alright. I am not anywhere near as leveled as I would hope, though. Luckily, stage 2 of Ithaqua... Oh, God. Luckily, stage 2 of Ithaqua was, like, not terrible. He only rolls 2 green dice, but it is one of those cases where it's just extra bad. Alright, so I'll do that. Each Shantak moves 1 space towards you, and so does the Blizzard, which means we take 2 stress and max out. And we can't summon a Shantak, but and then we have no Juror tokens on the guilty side, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, Bruno. I think Bruno's just got to kill stuff. We can't run anyways. We do need to rest though. I think I'm just gonna have to accept with Ithaqua that Bruno's probably gonna be more insane than her. Yeah, I think so, because we don't need to worry about convincing anymore, so evidence is not important. Definitely need to kill this Shantak, though. Yeah, he might just have to spend his turn killing stuff. I mean, if we get really lucky, we can maybe one-shot this guy. If we get really lucky. And then we can use a second action to kill this cultist, and then hopefully rest with our last action. That's the plan anyways. Alright. So we get 1 extra green dice for brawling, or yeah, 1 green dice from brawling, 1 extra dice from our upgraded vicious. Tentacles are successes, as well as 1 elder sign is a success. Okay, it says 2, 4. Unfortunately, we only have 1 level in Arcane Mastery, so one of these does not count. We do have a free reroll from the... Yeah, we have a free reroll from Lucky Coin. I really should have actually used my flask to heal my stress. Which I think I might as well do. I don't think it, like... It's not like an action to do, so I think I'm going to do it whenever. I guess we'll see how this free reroll goes. Alright. That's 5. Oh, that's perfect. It's exactly this health. 2, 4, 5. We get an insanity. That does kill this 1 Shantak, though. And then I guess we will kill this cultist. It's likely we don't need to use the flask, and we're gonna rest anyways. So yeah, I think. Well, we'd only heal 1. I'd rather heal all my. Health if I can. I feel like I'm gonna keep this flask though. I think it's important to keep it. All right. Just need 2. All right, that is more than 2. So we get another insanity, and that'll kill this cultist. And then we'll use our last action to rest, which gets rid of our frighten token. So we'll heal 2 wounds and 1 stress. Actually, we'll heal an extra stress just in case this requires 2 to get. Prosecution. Each cultist moves 1 space towards the town square. There are none. Then summon 1 ghast at the nearest space with a juror. Oh, that sucks. Well, it is what it is. And because that spawned in there, we do not get to investigate. The ghast just punches us. For 2. I might as well spend one of those rerolls to try and reroll out of it. We do not. Might as well do my last one, because why not? Alright, we rerolled out of that. So we only take 1. Ay. Things are not looking great. Yeah, Bruno's in not a good spot. So I actually don't even know if I want to pop Ithaqua here, but we are a little bit under the gun here. Because we really just got to start trying to kill this thing. Like, we have a decent amount of stuff now. I really need to level Ithaqua. So what is the best course of action here? Like, I'm worried about this Blizzard token too, but it is what it is. So if I convince a juror to move That's one action. We can free action in here. We'll get 2 attacks against an Ithaqua. It is possible to pop him his first stage with 2 attacks, so he only has 12 health, which means there are a couple ways to do it. When for each stage revealed, it'll say where to spawn, like which gate to spawn him next. However, my friends and I always like to play with a randomized token, so we could possibly spawn back here at the starting space or one of the other 2 gates. I think we just go for it. I think Bruno should be safe. Like, I know this flips over and it's really, really bad if it moves into your space then, but I don't think... Let me just double check. I mean, I played against it before, so I don't think it was cheating. Oh yeah, the Blizzard token does move 2 spaces towards you, so that would actually bring Bruno down to 1 health. Oh, which we do not want. Oh man, this is like a really bad turn if I don't do anything, though. I guess we could just move in here and just try and kill this thing and then move back, rest. That's also not the greatest. I am a little bit worried about that Shantak. Oh man, I sort of wish I healed Bruno a little bit more. Yeah, I think we will go here. So we'll do a free action, go 1, 2. This will give us an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this could be risky. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, bring the Shantak over here. We would get an extra green dice from the mysterious key because we're at a gate space. So we'd be rolling 3 green, 3 black. With Arcane Mastery, the chances of one-shotting the Shantak are pretty decent. So that might not be the worst thing. Yeah, let's do that. We just gotta go big, go home. Go big or go home. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring both the Shantak and the Ghast into our space here. We can't use stress to reroll in the Blizzard token space, but we're already maxed out on stress anyways. So we're just going for pure rolls. We do have 1 knowledge token though. So we get 2 dice from Shillelagh, 1 dice from Mysterious Key. And we get a count. I think that's it for the special stuff, yeah. Alright, Shantak takes 1, 2, 3, 4. I do want to try to one-shot him here, so we'll spend our knowledge token because we did roll a star. I do want to start going more insane though, so we'll just re-roll this tentacle because the green dice do not have tentacles on it. That's another tentacle. Alright, so we do 4 to it, unfortunately, which is not enough, but we do get to level. We trigger our Megalomania. Unfortunately, Bruno is higher than us. Oh, sorry, no, equal still. No other investigator alive that has reached more red markers than you. Yeah, we're both equal though still. Okay, sweet. Which means we get to heal all the stress. Oh, that's great. We only do 4 damage to him though, sadly. But we do get a knowledge token back. So he's got, the Shantak has 1 health left. We'll do our second action, attack him again. Oh, we do got a level. Let's level Arcane Mastery now, so all my Elder Signs are successes. That is going to be a lot of hits. Another Knowledge Token, another Insanity, and that's going to be a dead Shantak. Third action, we'll just kill this Ghast. We'll attack the Ghast. Well, I mean, luckily with Arcane Mastery, that is going to be 3 successes. Thank goodness we leveled up to that second level Arcane Mastery. And so that's going to be another dead enemy. Alright, we cleared out a huge amount of enemies, which is good. Very, very good. Whispering Lies. Each juror in the same space as a cultist is turned to their guilty side. Well, thank goodness that there's no cultists over here. And no symbol, too, which is very, very good for us. Alright, Discovery. Empty space. You may take 1 wound to claim the vial of poison. It's evidence, but when attacking, we can discard this to gain 2 green dice, which is good. We'll take a wound for that. We'll need the extra dice to just one-shot Ithaqua when we can. Cool. Alright, Bruno's turn. Bruno is in a rough spot. I think we just rest with Bruno. Like, he can move here, move the token there, but then it triggers, brings Ithaqua into the space. He only has one. He can't rest then, because you can only rest in safe spaces. So yeah, we'll rest twice. 1, 2, 3, and then rest a second time. 1, 2, 3. And then what? I guess just hang out there. Yeah, there's not really much else for him to do, to be honest. Because there's no trading or anything like that we have to worry about. So yeah, we'll just end our turn there. We'll just get prepared for when Ithaqua spawns. Ooh. Oh, that's bad. If there's any Juror token in the town square, place one of them in the pub. Yep. Okay, that is not great. There is no symbol there, so at least we still have time to go grab him. That is just more annoying than anything. Well, safe space for Bruno. Discovery. Town Sheriff. You can take 2 stress to claim the Town Sheriff or the pistol. Pistol gives us 2 free rerolls when attacking, or the Sheriff gives us a level in Marksman, which lets us attack 1 space further away. I mean, Brawling wants us to be in the same space. I think I'll just take 2 stress to get the free rerolls. Because the free rerolls from other effects will let us reroll even if we're in the Blizzard space, which is important. Okay, well, Anika's turn. Spend an action, move that Juror there. We actually, with the gate, because we have the mysterious key, we can free action move 1, 2. Second action, convince this Juror. We are hexed, but we have the human teeth, so we can ignore that. And then... Oh, now what? I guess it would have been better to just go the other way. Because rather than moving... So free action move... No, sorry, move that Juror. Free action move 1, 2, 3, 4. Move that Juror this way, and then we'll attack this Ghast. Might as well just keep the board super clear of enemies, I think. Alright. We got 6 dice. Yeah, we also just want a level. That's a lot. Alright, super successes. We got an Insanity, kills this Ghast, and then that is going to be our turn. Mythos card for the turn. If you are currently within 1 space of the Blizzard token, at the end of the turn, advance Ithaqua on the track as if there were 3 symbols. There is not, because I'm not anywhere near that Blizzard token. So that worked out well. Again, dodging a lot of symbols, so we're getting a lot of time here. So this actually works out pretty well for us, because now I can move here, move this token over here, and then we're a little bit further away from the Blizzard token. I know it's going to move into my space anyways, so I guess it's not really that big of a deal. But I think we're ready to just pop Ithaqua. So we'll move 1 space here. Second action, move the Juror here. All 4 Jurors on their innocent side are in the town square, so we can remove those from the board. Any Juror effects are ignored now. Now we can advance or move Ithaqua to his next stage. So when revealed, summon Ithaqua into your space. But now we can damage him. Flip the Blizzard token to his dark side and move it 2 spaces towards you. Enters our space, we take 2 stress. Now, his new ability, it means when an investigator takes stress from the Blizzard, they must take a wound for each stress they cannot take. So it's very, very bad. We also have to summon 1 cultist at the Blizzard space and 1 at each gate. Those poor guys over there are not too happy. All right. And this marker is still here because we still have to keep track of when Ithaqua advances. All right, let me get some water. So we moved, gathered Jurors, and we do have an attack left. I mean, we just need to kill Ithaqua at this point. We have 2 free rerolls from Pistol, a free reroll from Lucky Coin, and we have Ritual Knife and also extra dice from Vicious and on our Insanity track and Brawling. So we got 3 black, 3 green total, and we're just gonna attack Ithaqua, I think. It's a little bit risky, but I don't know if I want to waste a big attack just on a cultist. This is when I actually would have really liked to actually have... Oh, wait, I did not level a second time. Which I do need to do. Oh, wait. Yeah, I would have had to actually have the hex condition, because I would have had to activate my insanity for earlier. Not leveling, that's always nice. I mean, I would have leveled brawling probably anyways, just because in this type of situation it works out. Because otherwise it would have just been vicious. But having the first level of brawling is important. Cool. Yeah, I think we'll just attack him. See what happens. We won't have any rerolls to... I mean, if we level our insanity, Lucky Coin will flip over. So that's good. The problem is, next time I level up, Uncontrollable Fear means I'll have to move to the nearest space with no enemies, but enemies do not follow. Oh, that actually works out well. Okay, never mind. That works out. So let's punch Ithaqua. That's not great. That's only 1, 2, because we only have 1 level in Arcane Mastery. And, well, I guess we might as well use our reroll. Oh, wait, we had 2 free rerolls, sorry. From Pistol. That's a 3rd success, but no tentacles, so that's bad. So we do 3 damage to Ithaqua. But that's going to be it for our turn, and we do not go insane, so we actually have to stay there and get punched, which sort of sucks, but it is what it is. Come with the wind, move the blizzard token 1 space towards you, already in our space, summon a cultist at the space. Okay, this could be bad. This could be pretty bad. Alright, not a safe space, definitely not a safe space, so they all attack us. Ithaqua has 2 green dice, same as a cultist, so his level 2 stage is actually pretty mild. We get 1 hit on us, so we take 1 wound because we can't re-roll. Well, actually, we have our lucky coin reroll. I don't think we use. We use the pistol rerolls, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Hey, another damage from Ithaqua. Cultist number 1. We take 1. Yeah, I think yeah. Cultist number 2 does not hit. All right, so that worked out. All right, Anika, you gotta save old Mr. Bruno. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that could be real spicy. I could pull all of them toward this gate so I get extra dice. I think that might be the play, though. It saves Bruno a little bit, too, because he's not doing so hot. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of these guys are in this little tiny closet. So that's a free action for us. We do run through the blizzard, so we take 2 stress, but no wounds. And I think we just get to punching. Alright, so we got 2 dice from Shillelagh, 1 dice from our insanity track, 1 dice from our gate. So we are rolling with 4 green dice and 3 black. I could also pop Vial of Poison for an extra 2 green, which might not be the worst idea. Might as well in this stage, I think. Because, let's see, we can potentially get 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 is the most we can hit. We only need to do 9 more to him to actually pop him to this next stage, though. So, let's see. Yeah, because it would be nice to pop him in 1 shot, and then I can use 2 attacks to kill 2 cultists. Ideally. Still unlikely, but I don't really see where else I'm going to use the poison. So, yeah, we'll pop the poison. Discard that for 2 extra green dice. So we're rolling 6 green, 2 black, or 3 black. Let's do this. And all stars are successes thanks to Arcane Mastery. Well, thank goodness we have Arcane Mastery. You can see why this is the best ability in the game. Alright, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. That 1 off. That means I do want to spend... We can't use stress to reroll. Oh no, we're not in the blizzard space, so might as well. We'll spend a stress to reroll. Because I want to keep tokens for when I am in the space and I need to reroll stuff. Nope. Take another stress. Reroll again. Alright, there's our 9th damage, so that's going to pop. So we'll keep that. We'll gain an insanity. That does 9 damage. Pops him to his next stage. Which means more bad stuff happens. Alright, so now we'll see where he's revealed, because normally he goes to the blue gate, but we'll randomize it. So if he pops back in this orange space, it's actually really bad. But we'll shuffle up these random tokens. Him going to blue would be good. Oh, it's a starting space. Okay, that's actually pretty good too. So the starting space, he actually goes here. So that actually is really good for us. And that token goes away, so the next time he randomizes his spawn, he won't. Starting space won't be available. Alright. Then summon a Shantak at the blizzard space. Oh, that's bad for Bruno. Then each monster and cultist moves 1 space towards you. Okay. That's not too bad. The Elder One is not a monster. The Elder One is the Elder One, or the Great Old One, so do not need to worry about that. Alright, we are on stage 3 now. So we're not doing too bad. I'm optimistic. I'm definitely optimistic for this one so far. Let me just match all this stuff up. Now we do have 2 more attacks left. We also would have got a knowledge token. So we will attack cultist number 1. We get our 7 dice, because we don't file a poison this time, but it's okay. 7 dice is a plenty, methinks. That's going to be, definitely dead cultist. We get another insanity, which we do want at this stage. So it's 1 cultist down. We'll use another attack on another cultist. And we get a knowledge token for that one, and another insanity, which is going to pop our trauma. Do kill the cultist. Megalomania, we are actually the most insane now, so we get to heal all of our stress, which is perfect. And we also reached our 3rd marker, so we get to flip over our mysterious key, and now we get an extra green dice being within 2 spaces of a gate, which is good. And we get a level again. I think... What do I want? Swiftness. During a run, you can take an investigator when leaving a space. Might not be the worst one, but I think Arcane Mastery is just too good to level up, because getting to 2 successes for each Elder Sign is very, very strong. Alright, let's draw our Mythos and see what happens. Ghast. So we will have to advance as well. Move the nearest Ghast 2 spaces towards. Summon Ghast at red. We also have to move a Juror in its space away from the town square, but there are none, because we get to ignore that. Alrighty, so we have to advance Mr. Ithaqua. Let's see. Oh yeah, monsters and cultists gain extra green dice when attacking if they are within 1 space of the blizzard token now. We will have to remember that. Move each Shantak and the blizzard token 1 space towards you. That's bad. And then move and summon Shantak at the furthest gate. Ooh, this might hurt. I mean, luckily we're not within 1 space of the blizzard token, so it's not going to hurt as bad, but it's still not going to be great for us. So we're rolling 2 dice for the cultist. We only got 1. We'll spend a stress to re-roll out of that. Might as well, because if we get star... Oh, I have no clue which one that was. Alright, still another hit. Might as well spend a stress to re-roll. Hey, there's a star. No damage, and we get a knowledge token. And then the Shantak rolls 2 black, 1 green. That is all hits. We will definitely spend 2 stress to reroll 2 of those. We'll keep the insanity one. Oh, that is a star, but at least that's still 3 hits, though. We'll spend a knowledge token to reroll this black dice into a blank. We'll spend another one to reroll. Well, going a little bit more insane isn't that bad because we get an extra green dice at our next one. Still, I think I want to keep my health as high as possible. Still the same thing. Okay, we'll just leave it there. So we take 2 wounds, but we get another knowledge token back and get an insanity. Ooh, we are 2 health. Now, luckily the blizzard token doesn't move into our space because we would take 2 damage. So I think we're okay now. But now we got to advance again. Oh wait, no. I think... Did I advance it again? I can't remember. I'll just play it like that. I might have advanced them at extra time. Yeah, move, Shantax. Oh, no, we did advance. We did advance, because I did the spawning and stuff like that. I think that is it. Just need to shuffle these. That's what I forgot to do. Okay, so Bruno is in a little bit of a pickle. But, like, do I rest in... Because unfortunately the Great Old One does not really move. So, it's unlikely he's going to come into my space. So I can... I'm definitely resting, 100%. 1, 2, 3. I can move into his space and start punching. Unfortunately, my first attack... If I get any tentacle, I'll go insane. I'll have to move out of its space. So... Yeah, I guess I still might as well do that. Move, attack. Yeah, I guess that actually works out because I'll teleport out of his space thanks to uncontrollable fear. Alright, so second action, we'll move into the space. Third action, we'll attack. We have 3 black dice. 1 dice from Brawling, 1 dice from Vicious, 1 dice from our Insanity track. And we're counting tentacles as successes. And we get 2 free rerolls from Pistol, free reroll from Lucky Coin. Well, Bruno is not rolling too well. So we got 3 successes here because of Arcane Mastery. We will reroll 2 from Pistol. Technically, you can do these one at a time, but we're just going to save some time here. And then we'll use our Lucky Coin free reroll as well. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's really good. So we got our tentacle that we needed, and 2 more successes. So that's 3, 4, 5 damage, which is a very solid hit. I'm going to put it just on his card there. And we do get our Insanity, trigger uncontrollable fear, which teleports us to the nearest space without... Actually, do we want to go into here is the question. Probably not, just in case other enemies move into our space. We'll worry about moving through the blizzard later, I think. And we also get the Frightened token, so we can't run until we... well, actually, when we draw the Mythos card for the turn, we'll get rid of it anyways, so... nice. Solid turn. We also get to flip over our Lucky Coins. We get a free reroll per roll now. And we also get a level, which I think I will want to... level... Probably Stealth? Actually, no. Brawling, getting 2 free rerolls when attacking a target in your space. We'll get a lot of extra rerolls. But I also like the idea of Vicious. Oh, this is tough. They're all really, really useful. I think we go with just more damage if possible. So Brawling. Because I think we're gonna, especially moving through the Blizzard token, there's gonna be a lot of times when we aren't gonna have stress to reroll anyways. So having alternative reroll methods is really, really strong for us. So I think we'll do that. Cool. Do I want to heal all my stress with the flask? I might not be able to get the item for discovery, so I don't. But I don't think that really matters as much at this point. All right, we'll draw our Mythos card for the turn. If there's any juror token in the town square, okay, perfectly blank card because we don't have any jurors left. We are in a safe space now because we get to discover. Herd dog. If you don't have a hex condition, unfortunately we do. You may claim the herd dog, which we would let move the jurors in extra space. But it would also be an extra health for us because we could use the dog as a meat shield, as bad as that sounds. All right, Ithaqua is now in a very, very bad spot, and she does not have sneak. So I guess we're just trying to kill stuff. We are hopefully just going to 2 attacks to kill both of these, rest, call it a day. All right, so now we get an extra dice. Yeah, we get an extra dice from Silver Key, extra dice from Insanity Track, 2 extra dice from Shillelagh. So we'll attack the Shantak first. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly what we need, and we get a knowledge token. That's attack number 1. Attack number 2 against the cultist. That is 2 insanity, which triggers our megalomania. We are actually the most insane, so we heal all of our stress. Kill the cultist. We will get another knowledge token, which I don't think there is anymore. Oh, there's one. Nice. We have all the rerolls. And level up. So now we all level up to max Arcane Mastery. Elder Signs are now 2 successes. So we are in a pretty good position with Ithaqua now. And then last action, we're going to rest. 1, 2, 3. We don't need to worry too much about moving around with her because she can move around really, really effectively. I do have a free action move. I could go 1, 2, 3 and just get closer, but I don't think that really helps me. I mean, honestly, if Bruno triggers the last step and he teleports to the orange gate, Ithaqua can just do 3 rounds of attacks, or 3 attacks in a turn and just murder him. So I think we'll plan for that instead. So we'll just leave Ithaqua there for now. Lord of the Winds. If you are currently within 1 space of the Blizzard token, we are not, which we would have to advance Ithaqua again. Blank card. I'm glad I did not move here. That would have been so bad. And of the turn, we get to get the last discovery card. Now, when there are no more discovery cards left, we can't do any more investigations. Pot of gold, that is very late. Essentially, we get to claim it for free. It just means when investigating, we can claim an evidence without taking stress or wounds. I'm just going to put that off to the side because it's completely irrelevant. Okay, Bruno, we're going to have you rest just because you can't run unless you rest. Actually, no, we should have discarded this at the end of our turn for drawing a Mythos card, so that's actually fine. So, do we care about resting? I don't think so. I think we just move in there and punch and trigger the next stage. So, let's move into here. For 1, we will attack. We have 2 extra green. We have 3 extra green. We have 6 green total. And yeah, we're just looking to do some damage. We need to do 7 more damage to get him to his next stage. That's a great hit. 1, 2, 3 from Arcane Mastery. 4, 5. We get 1 free reroll per roll now, and we also pistol gives us 2 free rerolls. So we'll do the pistol rerolls first. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is going to be exactly enough to kill. Well, not kill. Bring Ithaqua to the next stage. And his final stage. So now if we can kill him. So now we have a good chance of killing him here. But again, all of his abilities stack. So now. Let me make sure I get all this properly lined up. Alrighty, so move Ithaqua. We have to spawn him at one of the gates. Hopefully it is orange, because that'll make my life so much easier. That is blue. Okay, it's not the worst one. It's not red, at least. So it is going to be blue, so he's going to spawn over here. Each investigator takes 2 stress and loses 2 sanity. So Bruno will max out. Go there. Lose 2 insanity. Lose 2 insanity. No triggers there. And then move the Blizzard token to Ithaqua's space. It moves through each space in between. Luckily, there's no investigators in between. This is actually fine. Anika can just jump to there. We can probably actually just kill him on Anika's turn, which is really, really great. So we moved here. We attacked once. We still have another action with Bruno. So I think we're just going to rest. 1, 2, 3. We'll just get our stress back. Okay, Mythos card. Come with the wind, move the Blizzard 1 space towards you. That actually gets it out of the gate, so Anika doesn't have to worry about it. And then summon a cultist at the Blizzard. Cool. So Anika's turn. I think we got this. I feel like I did miss an advancement. I'm just gonna put that there because I feel like I might have cheated earlier. So, because it feels like I'm doing like too well almost. I feel like I missed something. I probably did. Again, it's always more difficult when you're recording something than just playing by yourself, because I do want to make things at a timely manner. So to anyone who's writing angry comments below, I apologize, but we're trying to keep it at a timely pace. All right, Anika is going to use the silver key to jump through the gate as a free move action, because she has swiftness. We have 3 full rounds of attacks. We only need to do 12 damage. I think we got this in the bag, unless I get extremely, extremely unlucky. We do have to watch out because we're almost insane, but I think we're okay. So now we got 2 extra green dice from our insanity track, 2 green dice from Shillelagh, and all of our stars are 2 successes now. And we got a butt ton of rerolls, so I think we are doing a-okay here. So we just need to do 12 damage. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll use 2 stress to reroll these 2 dice. We'll just use 2 knowledge tokens to reroll those 2 dice. There's another one. We'll use another knowledge token to reroll a dice. Another knowledge token to reroll a dice. There's another 2 more. Oh, I should have also gained another one from the gate. Yep. Oh, wow. Okay, that is 2, 4, 6, 8 just from the Elder Sign symbols. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We do go insane, but we one-shot Ithaqua in the first attack of the round and that's an amazing way to end, and it really sort of showcases, I think, how these games typically end. By the end of it, you're super insane. You're on the brink of just going completely insane, but because of all the levels you have, all of the extra gear that you have, you just get to roll so many dice typically. You can see why Arcane Mastery is the best ability in the game. If I did not have that ability, it would have made this game so much more difficult. Yeah, honestly, it sucks because of Arcane Mastery, of how good it is. Like, whenever I play a character now, whenever I use a character that doesn't have Arcane Mastery, you feel it so much. But that is the final stage of Ithaqua, and that is going to be our game. We still have 2 more advancements to go. I think we did get really lucky with how many rounds we went, though, that we didn't draw symbols, especially in the early game. So that really helped us, and that really gave us a lot of time to set up. Again, I might have missed some things here and there, but I think overall I got the main things. I think this combination of investigators worked out really, really well. I do like Bruno. Yeah, I do really like Bruno. I think he's got a good mix of stuff. I think whenever you play a character that can get extra green dice early on, they're extremely strong. Like, if there's any way that you can improve your chances of killing enemies early on, it means you are less likely to fall behind. Because this is a game that once you start falling behind, once you aren't able to start killing enemies quick enough, and you have to spend a lot more turns resting, a lot more turns not being able to investigate because there's enemies in your spaces, that's when you get really, really in danger territory. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die, Episode 1 of Fear of the Unknown with Anika and Bruno, which are actually 2 investigators from the 4th Season 4 expansion. So we were able to mix and match some fun stuff here. I really do like Ithaqua. I think Ithaqua is one of my favorite great old ones to fight against. I think it is a good balance in difficulty. I don't think he's too easy. I also don't think he's too difficult. I think it just depends on what map layout it is. If you are able to maneuver around the Blizzard token, it's much easier than most other great old ones. If you are not, though, and you are fighting around the Blizzard token, that's when it gets really, really dangerous. But that's going to do for this video. Thank you so much for watching again. I'm going to hopefully get some Kingdoms Forlorn video up next. I think I'm going to be doing the 4-night solo playthrough of the TTS demo, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And let me know in the comments below if you want to see some more Cthulhu Death May Die. Again, I really like playing this game solo, and I have it set up now where I can actually film it, and you're able to see everything. So hopefully it was still an enjoyable viewing experience too. But until the next video, hopefully you have a great rest of your night, day, or morning, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one.